Harry brought me some chicken
Even one of South Vietnam's top men,
smoothie.
General Win Cao Ki, stopped by my restaurant to enjoy the food. He had no idea this was a key
I
meeting
put me some
place for the
frozen,
Liberation Army.
I put me some frozen peaches in my oatmeal. I'm
It
sure.
was in this room that the Tet Offensive was planned. Yet as this plan
Thing
went
tastes
on
like peach
upstairs,
pie.
Toy served noodles to
That's
American
old.
soldiers
Oh, and got some
downstairs.
pineapple in there too on accident. That ain't gonna hurt nothing, is it?
This is almost a
And
shrine to the tech offensive. It really makes you aware of how significant tech was to the whole war.
that's it right there.
U.S. intelligence failed to detect the
We gotta have canned
planning
milk.
for the Tet.
Evaporated.
But the offensive
I
also
wanted it.
needed troops and supplies.
What's on?
Both had to come
I have
hundreds
to
of
turn
miles
off. No
from
wonder
North
that's still
Vietnam.
crunching.
Yet American intelligence failed to pick
No,
up
why is that still?
clues.
You got to be okay with every day.
To understand why, Andrew
You gotta be careful. You gotta be good with the day.
trying to find traces of the communist legendary supply route.
My mama said,
Came in China.
now, I'm gonna tell you something.
I really want to get out and see for
I
myself.
don't like my mama that much.
Anything left
I don't like her
and also
because she doesn't like me and she's trying to kill me.
that it went through.
Or else I'd like her. I love her very much.
1,000-mile lifeline for the North Vietnamese cause.
But I'll never be around her again.
We call the Ho Chi Minh Trail
I count on all my stuff too.
a miracle that high-tech surveillance and intensive prominence.
If I was my little girl, I wouldn't let me go over there. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta think like that for yourself. You gotta pretend like you're your own child
Almost a week of heavy fighting.
and see if you should really go
Controlled by arms.
wherever it is you try to go. The party, whatever.
Communist Vietcong muscle in arms, enabled by supplies and reinforcements.
Mr. Robinson gonna be there. No, I'm gonna go to he always had that crack in his bottom. Don't go to that part of it.
I think Israel is absolutely crucial to the tech offensive and the preparation for it. Absolutely necessary to get as much material
It's noisy.
down into the south in order for
It's
the
gonna be noisy.
tech offensive to be successful.
That's how it is. That's the sounds of the life over here.
Homewood province in central Vietnam.
You know what I'm saying?
Research the proceeds of
Ain't no,
of the legendary Clarkson
wait till later. You gonna go outside. What? I don't know.
beginning the north
Should I?
along the Ru Gia and Ben Karai passes.
Probably
The
not.
trail runs through
Probably
eastern
not.
Laos and Cambodia before crossing the border into South Vietnam.
I'm getting too full
The very beginning of the war,
for my
the
meat.
Ho Chi Minh Trail is rudimentary. It is literally walking trails through the jungle. And soldiers go through great hardship to make it down that trail. Very difficult to move. Logistics
I'm sorry I
support.
drank some oatmeal.
North Vietnamese photographs and U.S. aerial reconnaissance material together begin to create a picture of how the trail works.
Shoot, leave me alone. I was tired.
Simplicity.
I was tired.
The most obvious way to transport things along the Ho Chi Minh Trail was by foot.
I'm tired.
But also bicycles, for example, were vitally important. This gave them the advantage of great maneuverability.
This is the kind of teaspoon that's a real teaspoon. This is the kind you use when you're having tea.
Transport only around 400 tons of supplies a day.
There's no little bit of extra space on this teaspoon right here. So when you get you some, it feel like you eating on the baby spoon.
Only one ton.
It's like, oh no, babe, you can't get none in your mouth.
The Americans were desperate to halt activity on the trail.
I guess that is kind of.
So they
I'm gonna turn into a big people, huh?
surveillance technology to help.
Well, I lost weight since the fire. No, let's see. I did
I can always warn you.
because you know how I know? Because I don't need as many squirts of lotion. You know you gain some weight when you need an extra squirt of lotion. When you put your lotion on your leg, from the butt cheek all the way down to the foot, you need an extra squirt. Then before you knew you're gonna gain some weight. Mm-hmm. We gotta figure out how many squirts you need in the first place. Mm-hmm.
What we have here is an actual piece of American equipment. This is
I
American
went from
sensor.
4 squirts
It's been dropped
to
from the
5,
sky.
6,
Coming through the
7 squirts.
we've been going incredible speed, rotating. The idea
I got 3
is
squirts
to be
going.
buried under the soil.
I said, wait a minute.
What this was designed to do was to
Wasn't you at
give much
5
information on movement of the
to
vehicle.
7? Because you can stretch 5 to 7. 6 is really what you're supposed to be doing. You be like, yeah. So how the hell did you get to 3 in a week? Okay. Well, I guess I ain't been sitting down at my chair because it's all burnt up. It's burnt. And you can't sit on it. And then, let's see. Apparently, stress can make you lose weight. I don't know if it's from not eating, because I eat at least once. Menudo. I made homemade menudo one time. I made a roast with some rice, cabbage, string beans one time. I ate that twice. So, you don't eat one meal, maybe 2 a day anyway. I've been eating better over here than over at the house. So I think stress can make you lose belly fat. But you kind of not. Call yourself eating no more. Because it don't, because you be adding and subtracting, add. I'm trying not to add no more. Okay. I'm full. I gotta eat to get full. I must have drank juice.
Being focused, nervous, and defocused. See why it's been awarded a consumer guide best product. Drive all the way to sign off today.
That's how you told me like grandma's house. Because she used to make me. She has to make me eat breakfast with everybody. She be done make grits, pancakes, biscuits, sausage, bacon, fried chicken, toast, eggs. And then after everybody eat that, I gotta stay behind and eat a bowl of oatmeal also. I'm like, didn't we just eat? No, but you gotta eat because you gonna gain some weight. I'd be sitting there, baby, and grandma don't make my oatmeal right. Not my daddy's mama. She don't make it good. You can't get it off the spoon if you do like that. It don't come off the spoon. I don't like that kind. You see, I like mine drinkable. Only to find out years later by my auntie, her daughter, that oatmeal is a weight loss food. I said, Auntie Little Bell, don't tell me that. She said, well, it is. I don't know why you eating it to gain weight. I said, Grandma, don't you remember Grandma make me eat the oatmeal after everybody eat, and I ate, put all that food on my plate, and I tried to eat it, and she couldn't finish it, and I still had to eat some oatmeal. We cracked up. That's not funny. It's not funny. Funny, not funny. Fair, not fair. So this bitch was trying to make me gain weight and lose weight. So I was a Hansel and Gretel at that house. You gotta understand. Yep. I was a Hansel and Gretel. Saying there's too many ingredients in here. I got the milk, the sugar, the butter. You throw away that if you want to. I'm throwing the vast over the way though. There's a pretty big bowl. You don't put nothing good in it, pretty much. They should put the 2% milk in there, and I don't use that for anything. I'm like, I don't want that. Unless somebody have it. Unless I have to use it for cooking. I gotta eat the smoothie too. I'm putting my smoothie in the refrigerator for a minute. Oh, once again. I'm full. I didn't even eat my meat. How about that? I'll come back and eat anything later. I'm not gonna smoke enough weed yet this morning. I'll be having appetite. I'll be having to smoke. That's my medicine for appetite. And maybe it made my stomach cry. That's why I had to make me. Once I got the oatmeal made, I didn't want it anymore. Because it went away. It goes away too fast. My appetite. So I had to drink some, like I was at grandma's house. I'm like, but I couldn't drink because it was too thick. You can't drink it over there. I'm like, I must have feeling like it then. I must have felt like it. Yep. I just go moving, moving, moving. I'm so happy. Happy, happy. Happy birthday to me. I got some things. Jungle pie. That's medicinal. Yeah. It's pretty good. I didn't get as much as I normally get. I got way less than I normally get. It was very hard. Yeah. Made me feel like I didn't have enough money. And I don't. Not right now. Because I'm busy. My money's busy. It sure is. And so therefore, I got to not spoil me that much right now. I'm still spoiled, I think. I think I am. Yeah, I'm spoiled pretty much. Yeah, I spoil me. Because I love me unconditionally. How about that? My house is burnt down. The fire extinguisher was in the box. Who wants to go to the box? Spin fire extinguisher and open the box and put it together by the fire. No, and it was hot. And then you felt your hand get too hot. On one side of you, I mean, the side where the fire was, so you decided you had to leave the scene. As soon as you left, the door, when you opened the door, the outside of the door bubbled up, honey, as you walked out. I mean, not walked, honey. I really don't know what I was doing, but I'm sure it wasn't a walk. Because I ran into the other door across the landing. I actually ran into it. I wasn't running to stop. I just thought of that. Now, it's not a flashback yet, so I can remember it. But on purpose, like, I can go back and hover over it. Not too much. I'm too soon. No, baby, I could hear the door paint bubbling as I was crossing to go out the door. You know. Now the outside of the door is all bubbled up. And I said, thank you, Jesus. Jesus must have been covering me up or something. Because, baby, the door bubbled while I was walking past it. That's not the first time something like that happened for me. Look, I'm all pretty still. I ain't get nothing. It should have got me on this side. It didn't. Ain't that amazing? That's amazing, like a mug. I don't know what to say about that. So amazing, and I've been waiting. So anyway, I was thinking, you gotta, when you go through stuff, you can't let it, you can cry through stuff, you can cry every day if you have to, but not for long, not too hard. And you tell yourself to stop crying. You could probably tell yourself, oh, not just, you ain't gonna cry too much. right now. Just cry a little bit. So that way you can start not crying and crying. Oh, thank you. That's tasty. No wonder I like junk pie. So they get in your face in the basic training. You know, I think that's to desensitize, make you not cry. It's not that they do it to you your whole time in there. That's you in trouble or getting interrogated, which may happen again. But it's to make you so you can make your face straight during startling things. That's what I think, because when I got out, that's what I used it. I just, it was just instinct to do that. So when you're listening to things about people, and I know you feel bad. Oh, what happened to your PlayStation 5 and your Xbox melted? Oh, man, that shit's fucked up. That's fucked up. How you feel about that? Do you feel bad, don't you? I'm so sorry you feel like that. Bitch, did you come over here to tell me how I feel? I feel like I'm gonna buy another one, and I feel like I'm gonna go in that back closet to pull out my PlayStation 4 and see if that motherfucker is working. That's what I feel like. And I feel like I'm gonna see if that old laptop is gonna come on too. I don't know who you talking to, motherfucker, too. When you get through, all my electronics did get fucked up. Yes, I heard, but not like that. It was quite a bit of money too. Yeah. USAA is dumping their customers these days. Used to be when your thing expires, they just send you your new price and keep it going. They turn shit off with a letter saying it expired. So that's why it's expensive. I don't have the letter, but I'm just saying. Well, I probably do. It's in the fire. You know what I'm saying? Oh. No. So then I had to get some. That means I've been what? My car been sitting out there like that. The thing I don't drive much. The fuck? First question they ask you is that, have you been driving the car? No. Who says yes? I know. You could probably ask my stalkers. The stalkers can verify if I The computer marks the motherfucking no for you already. all the other yes no questions is blank, and you get to pick one. When you get to that one, they got those two marked no already. If you turn it to a yes, that's your dumb ass. They said, we're going to give you this one, we're going to give you this one. Because we really trying to vote for this to come off the test. We don't want this on the test. This is a Dynavap. And it's what is called a ball vape. This. You get. It's hot right now. I'll show you later. I have quite a few, and they were in the fire. And they were all extremely dirty like this. You know, they look like they came from 1947 or something like that. I don't know, 55, who knows? But they came out beautifully. I cleaned them. So Dynavap. This one didn't even turn. This one was the closest to the fire, and as a matter of fact, these two were, and they didn't turn. These were, a little bit adjacent. I don't know how that was. Lots of things survived this fire. Okay. Well, my other thing that survived that's pretty miraculous was I'm gonna see if this survives. See, I gotta clean it up and see. Wait a minute, let me see. Survived. Okay, these doggone vapes. So my things did not cause it. Let's make that clear. Because Tiny Cummins does have quite a few of these things. We and these are, I got some in the car, 2 in the car, maybe 3. I'm just saying. And then all of these things, let's see, pick them all up, Tiny. Pick them all up. Okay, and then there's 2 more in here. They survived. It was in the fire. Look, this was in the fire too. This bad baby. Now, when the wood don't burn in the fire, when the wood don't burn in the fire, I didn't clean these up yet. As you can see, this one I cleaned up right nicely. Except for one edge. This side is a little darker than the rest. See? Even right here, I guess. Maybe I'll try to clean it again. But guess what? It made it through the fire, to the limits, to the wall. That's a dry herb vape as well. For a chance to be with you. All the batteries. Oh, what's in here? 2 more of those Dynavapes. Through whatever, come what may. They didn't get no blackness. For a chance of loving you. I haven't done this one yet because it's wood. I'll get to it though. But wait, let me show you something. That was sitting right next to the fire, to the limit, to the fire, to the wall. Let me show you what was really sitting next to the fire. Through the fire, to the limit, through the fire, to love. Now, how did that happen? I said, got to be more careful. You could tell because it's got that black on there that it was next to it. It just got, I don't know, that's all it got, a little low. I said, now how? And it didn't even turn this color closer to the fire than this was. This was by the front door that's crinkled up. But see, what kind of fire was this? I'm trying to say, what the hell? This was right next to the burn up ass couch. And it smells just fine. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with it. I don't know how to show it to you though. Let's see. So good. This is like my mix-up. I had just took all the bottom of the bags, you know, bottom of bags like this, and I poured them all in here a couple days prior. And now I got to go back there because I said, Tanya, you saw 2 containers still down there. Why didn't you pick them up? I was thinking they was already vape, but ABB, but it's not. It's some brand new. I got to go get it. God, no wonder I feel like I needed another flavor. 2 of my flavors is over there. It was next to this on the floor. And it was in a container like this, except for a little one. And the containers are still there, looking just like this. I said, okay, I'm going to get those too. But you can't let things get to you. You know what else didn't break in the fire? The glass in the living room tables. But it sure melted the handles on the vacuum cleaner and on the carpet cleaner and the floor steamer. Someone wanted my shit to burn. They seem like they burn the couch and stuff on purpose. I'm gonna go back in. I have to. They done put up a lockbox on the front of the door, which is one of them key kind with the keys in it. That means they letting people go in without my knowledge, right? Well, that's my shit in there. I paid the rent. You're not supposed to put the keys out there for people to get it without my knowledge. I'm just saying. I don't give a fuck. Give me my money and tell me what time to get this shit out of here, and we can have a deal. See what I'm saying? No, I'm not moving that fast to go get it because it's stressful. I'm going to go when I can, and if it's too late, that will be what it is. Will I be disappointed? Probably. Will I cry? No. Will I be angry? No. I've already decided just now that I'm not going to be. So that's when you feel it in your chest. That don't make it go away like that. You just have to make a decision not to react like that. You have to make a decision that these are the outcomes that it could be. You don't say, I wish a nigga would be in my seat. I wish a nigga would be in my motherfucking seat. God damn me. You're supposed to say, well, somebody might be in my seat. I'm late. I'm going to have to walk past all the people. And I know I'm going to have a whole bunch of drinks and food because when I get there, I'm going to be greedy. And I'm late. So so you don't have to necessarily say, well, if someone's in my seat, I'm going to do this, unless you got issues. You're going to say, well, I'm not going to let any of that bother me. I'll just politely ask them to get out of my seat and see how that works. And then don't think no more. Because then you'd be like, and see how that works. And if it doesn't work, the motherfucker's going to get out of my motherfucking seat. He got the... Now you already mad. You are. We are. We're already mad right now. And then nothing happened. So to pretend is to create the emotion. You can't, I would think if you're a good actor. But see, sometimes people turn their light off. And then that makes them have to go and steal light from others, and they think they ain't got one. They feel as if life is better when they steal light from other people. You know, turn their frown upside down, and now they feel powerful. Well, I don't know how much strength it takes. I don't know how much strength that takes for somebody. That's the most idiotic sense of power in the whole wide world. No, what you feel is stupid, and you like it. Because that's what you look like. You're stupid when you want to make somebody, all you want to control in life is this. Somebody's frown and smile. That's all you want to control in life? It just makes me. So you want to watch someone go down. Now see, I could have this conversation. What's that all they want to control? What's that all these motherfuckers want to control in life? All they want is, every time I try, oh God, Jesus. The fuck? See, I can't even add that. Not really. I didn't feel it in my chest. I could probably think of something about it to cry. But I'm just saying. We don't do that on purpose all day. Especially when the plan ain't made. As soon as I was outside crying real hard in front of the fire. Trying to figure out how I'm going to make my tears put this fire out because the fireman taking too long to bring the water hose. And you just say, like I said, I don't like my mama that much, but she told me that nothing stays the same. Everything will change. Nothing ever stays the same. And then you also know that history repeats itself. The fuck? Who said it? Why is that? How is it don't stay the same, but it repeats itself? Now that don't make no goddamn sense. That's what you be thinking. But see, they got some new slaves, you know. They had them walk here. You only see them walk in floods. Once within on the last term of our current president, as far as these last 2 terms. Where'd they go? Oh, they dispersed them. They took the jobs the first time, remember? When they wrapped them in the Mylar. Remember? They took all our jobs the first time, these people that said they took your job. Were you here first? You were already here? Born and raised? Oh, you weren't in line already for the job, but you didn't already have the job? You should have been the one giving out jobs. You should have had a job giving out jobs. Yeah. The fuck? You was already here. Some of my skills, you know, one of my career fields is thank you for calling MCR. My name is Tanya. How may I be of assistance? God damn it. What did they do with my job? They took it and put it over there, across the water. Your job still the fuck here, construction man. My job is way over there. Thank you for calling cricket. My name is Patel. How may I help you? And the phone is actually ringing over there. I bought my first T-Mobile phone from Okinawa. I called T-Mobile. I didn't call Okinawa. I didn't dial no country code, the country code, the city code, and the number. See, I worked for the phone company before. See, that's why I knew all that. But see, I ain't never called there, but it sure rang over there. Sure enough. Mm-hmm. Now that I didn't even complain about. Now, what you complaining when your job's still right here all willy-nilly? And they come over here speaking that language. Then they take all the customer service jobs speaking. No, they don't take them all. They just got a little old section over there so they can talk to their own folk and get paid. Do they get paid extra? Yeah. Well, then why don't you learn 2 languages? Were you here first? You already knew that job paid that much? So you didn't get hooked on phonics in Spanish works for me? That's too bad for you. Me habla español poquito. No, I can't do it to get a job. Mm-mm. I can get it to transfer you over there. Un momento, por favor. Don't be mad. Figure out how to make your dollar the other way. Like getting all the sales. You can't be getting mad somebody make $1 that you can't make any goddamn way. You're so upset that you start doing evil things to people, manipulating things. What kind of crap is that? I don't have time to cry for that because I'm going to show everybody that Jesus be at my house all the time. That's how he got me out. Me and Jesus, we going to our new house, new address, already captured, honey, clutched. Don't ever worry about it. Yeah, I don't do it long. This will be my first fast one. This is the fastest I've pop off a homeless bencher. But you see, so don't ever say Tanya been on that crack and all this. That's why she always home because she smoke up her rent. No, never done that. Don't ever look at those people or people now that I'm a homeless person. Don't ever look. I'm not homeless actually. You know why? Because I paid rent over there and I paid to stay in this room too. So, and I paid to where I'm moving. I got 3 homes, don't I? So who the fuck y'all talking to? I'm just saying. I paid the $1,650 where the fire is for the month. I paid to stay here. Cooking. People come to clean twice a week, but I clean in between if I can. Sometimes he said leave it so those girls have something to do. So they can get their 3 hours. So that's why I said if I can. And so now, what? The people down there where I'm moving said I'm going to have to have some earnest money now to make it look like I want this house. Do I want it or not? I said, ooh, we sure do. So now how many homes do I have? 3. If I had nowhere to go, I would sleep in that back room with the smoke. And if they had to get mad, that's what they'd have to do until they said so. What would you do? Now, I'd go to the shelter. But as you can see, I have 3 places to be. You have to try to make that. So whenever I'm homeless, you want to make your schedule. Let's say I didn't have that third place. Let's just say I had those two, and something happened. You got to have always be lining up somewhere. I don't know nobody, been isolated. That means I'd have to go outside. Start meeting people that stand around outside a lot. And then end up hanging out with them. Yeah, that's how you do it. You got to want something that they do, though, or something that they don't do, or something that they can do, might be able to do. Probably could find someone that can, like, offer them to buy some drugs or whatever. You can say marijuana with all these marijuana stores around here, and you can just say, where to get some weed. It's not legal to sell weed, not if you're not a store owner. I didn't say that you have to actually have them buy something or get it, because what if you don't do drugs? That's too bad. You got to figure out something that you got to do, because you're trying to find a place to sleep, and 9 times out of 10, it's going to be at the dope house. No stranger can come in and fall asleep. Well, that's more safe than outside. Much, much, much more. You have to know how to stand. You got to stand like this. You can't stand like that. Because I'm weird. Ain't I? I don't fit in anywhere I go. So I got to stand like that. Stand like that. I don't know. Depends on how I did. It's not necessarily a stand where you look different. I mean, your posture, your demeanor. I'm always alone. I'm the owner still. I'll see people in there that I know. They act like they don't know me, in these streets. If something happens, nobody's going to jump on my side. Maybe. Carla Smith made that sure. And so anyway, I had to be already. You got to be able to know that you're going to be over at Sally's house on Wednesday. She said, I come over here every Wednesday. We're going to watch The Price is Right. I'm going to try to bring such and such because I see she liked those things. See if I can scrape up some money, hustle up some things so I can bring her. She liked the Cheetos. I'm going to try to get her Cheetos. And then I'm going to go over to Will's house on Thursday and Friday. He said I could spend the night. That's the sugar daddy. But see, he ain't trying to mess with you. He just wants you over there Thursday and Friday. So you got to do that. You might get to stay Saturday. I'm going to be at my auntie's house until she kicked me out for the rest of the week. But I ain't gonna try to stay just if I had to, because I'm still trying to wait for a bed at the shelter. Whatever, you got to think like that at all times. But see, a lot of times people are. See, what you got to realize is like when COVID happened, the low income people were outside. They already had their Section 8. See, so who's outside? Middle class, you and people like you. People like you, and you got to know that, or else it will happen to you. People like me. I'm disabled. But I guess I'm an upper class disabled some kind of way. Little middle class disabled. If it wasn't for my VA benefits and knowing how to get them and not being afraid to read over and 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 over till you learn what it says. You know how you know you're going to learn what it said eventually? Because the slave taught itself to read the mass. So you read shit you don't understand and read it over and over, over and over, over and over and over. After a while, you're going to know what it say. Promise you. I did that union book, got my money out of that union. I did not know what that union book was saying till I got to it about the 5th time reading it. Next thing you know, I said, that's the part. I like that sentence right there. And baby, I worked that sentence and got my money. Same thing with the VA. Got that lady out there seeing my group all the time. She be all jealous because she be dressed all raggedy. And I be dressed kind of cute, I guess, to her. I don't dress up. Anyway, probably different. I can afford certain things. And anyway, just this Adidas sweatshirt, I don't know. And I don't know. I don't get it because I got it on sale, so I don't get it. You gotta find the sale. So anyway, back at the ranch. she has a library, and she says, oh, where I live, they all smoke that marijuana. I'm allergic to it, you know. I'm like, okay, so, and it's all in the hall. I said, well, you don't look too sick. You walk through that hall every day. So she talks about her place to live. And I guess they'd never seen a library before. She's black, but she's from France. So she's white. So she thinks. She's fighting for her own equality, not ours equality. And she makes sure I know that all the time. So in the meantime, I'm like, that girl, she's very well read, so she says. Well, honey, if you're in classes with me, we keep bumping into each other in classes. And if we ain't in a class, that's because I took this one and you took that one, and then you're going to take this one, and then I'm going to take that one. Guess what? You should have the same money because you need to make va.gov your favorite motherfucking book, bitch. All that reading you do, you reading the wrong motherfucking shit. And you doing all that reading, that means you're supposed to be real smart. I'm waiting for you to read. Don't look at me jealous and think that I'm a slave with all my money on and I'm born on this soil. And I'm the Indian anyway. See my feather, they keep drawing me with feathers when I got this. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, they had, I mean, does that make sense? She know French and everything. What's wrong with your check? What's not in your wallet? Your ability to read. My ability to read is what you see. My ability to make sure I read. You can't read that good. Oh, I ain't never read that good. Well, I've been in that slow class. Well, then read it slow, bitch. The fuck? Did you say you was in the slow class and you read in the first grade level, then read that bitch over and over and over and over. First grade level, bitch. You only need to read on the 6th grade level. So did you get a high school diploma or GED? Well, then you're a 6th grade level reader. You just act like you just don't feel like reading. Got to be more careful. You got to read. You better read. You better learn something. Because everything's burn. I burn brain cells all the time. So when you get your book for work, you supposed to get that employee manual. Baby, I read that book over and over. By the time I be there 90 days, I be done read that book a whole bunch of times. Upside down. I read upside down. Sure do. Because I write upside down first. Then I write sideways, not upside right. So anyway, yeah. You have to make a new brain cell just because of smog. Just because of pollution. And just because of you ate the animals, pollution everywhere. My sister said she blessed her food because the animal might have died a horrible death. If you kill it to eat it out, it's all a horrible death. Especially with his mama telling him that he was just born to die. That's what they tell the black boys. Shit. If you tell them wrong, they're just going to be crazy. They know they're dying anyway. So you ain't supposed to tell them like that. Yeah. Because then you'll have a lawyer that's a bad guy. You have judges that are bad guys. I've been affected by them. And something has to be done. Because it can't always be my turn. So I already caught one judge. That bitch was a wingo. No, I couldn't report to the judicial system. Seems like it would be too not going to work now, is it? Appeal the case. Okay, well, they'll probably deny it when they see what she did and know that she did me wrong. They'll probably cover it up and tell her don't do that anymore. Or maybe I'll lose it because I can't afford the attorney for it. Oh, and spend my light bill money again? I've already done that. Oh, I already got the people to pay the lights for me when I got back. How many times a year can you do that? Do we give up? No. We sit back and we think and we ponder. We think. No, we don't cry. We don't get mad. We don't say that's fucked up. We just see. We just keep our mind open. And something said, tell the Navy. Let's see how they feel about that. Since they want to put the responsibility in the court's hand, and she was a federal judge, and she didn't follow federal laws that were there to protect me. As a matter of fact, she didn't even let me plead my side of the case, decided the decision of the case, and that meant what? That she was paid what? Off or sucked off. I don't give a fuck. She married that sailor, and I was married to a sailor. Do you think that she shouldn't have been there doing that case? No, she should not have. Now, should she? They was taking it at the hands of the military. So what your bitch ass military spouse did not tell them that you can't do this case? Because you're supposed to be too in favor of me, the military spouse, but no, you must have, my husband must have did something to your husband. Did my husband suck your husband's dick, Miss Wingo? Because, Judge, I beg to differ. I know how to respect a person now. I've been in that there military myself. I ain't just no Navy spouse. I was Air Force veteran my own self. And I call her Miss or Ms. I'll give her a Ms. for her old ass. She shouldn't have never. I was old too. But guess what? She shouldn't have really done that. Because my family trying to kill me. My mama lied to the Air Force, and that means she did some fraud, waste, and abuse. So we just tied that on in together like a real nice bow, put it in a present, and gave it to the Navy. My mama was a secretary to that there astronaut, Colonel Pale. Mm-hmm. You can look it up. Colonel Pale's an astronaut. You ain't never heard of him because you ain't never met no astronauts. I've met quite a few. Very rare to meet astronauts unless you watch I Dream of Jeannie. Mm-hmm. It's the only one you're going to meet. Now, isn't it? Mm-hmm. People don't treat them quite like a movie star, but you should because you ain't never met one. I did. My mama was the secretary to the astronaut. So she finagled things. And that's when I got the Navy because I couldn't get the Air Force to do anything. They just did what she said. She might as well have been a colonel, right? If you're the secretary to the colonel, then you pretty much are an officer yourself, you know. Don't ever misunderstand. She was civilian. I was, enlisted with the clean P. But they put me out, put me back in slavery. That's why them slave catchers, they used it. Because I didn't let them pimp me out. That was the deal. Mama wanted me pimped around the world, and I can't find my baby. I sent her out there to open her legs up wide, and I don't know when, I don't know why she's gone away. That bitch better live from me. Ain't that true, Michelle? I said it real good that time. You say such awful things. Well, you create such awful scenes just because I can describe them different every time, but it'd be the same story, don't it? You can make it rated X, you can make it rated R, you can make it rated PG. To explain it different every time. I didn't say the story different. I didn't say the story diffed. God damn me. But ask somebody, you can go check every time I said the story did not diff. Now, when you do something like this, you got to make sure not to lie anywhere. Now, it's okay to be incorrect. But you best be correct about a lot of major things. I'm not too sure if I've been incorrect about quite anything that I've reported. What I said on here. Most of it I've said on here. Because when you write stuff to the military, you only write what they want to see. And don't make it be too goddamn long. And don't make it be too stupid like no text goddamn message either. You got to tell them. Mama trying to kill me, lied to the Air Force, said I did this. I sent the proof that I used and showed because I won my money from the VA. If they put you in a drug sting, they know you're going to get PTSD. If your urine's dirty, they will say that you got PTSD due to a fault of your own. Oh, they order you to do the drugs. I was there. I heard them tell me to do the drugs. Yeah, I was there. Both my ears, these same 2 ears, they didn't change. We were all 3 there. Talking about the brain and the 2 ears. Yeah, we were there. Eyeball said, yeah, I saw him. We was all there, all right. I saw you too, So it was quite a few of us in the room talking about me. Yeah, I was interrogated like a no end. It's very not nice. And it doesn't look like anything that the policemen do. I don't know how. Y'all gonna get away. Y'all can't handle it what mama put me through, and y'all gonna go through. Because for one thing, I'm innocent, and it ruined my career, but I came back around and won that money, but didn't nobody go to jail. And I said, this feel like hush money. I said, I don't feel quite right. I said, I don't feel like this ain't gonna happen to somebody else as I spend this dollar right now on this Starbucks coffee. No, I'm not homeless right about now. I can appreciate everything, but guess what? I think I need to rock the boat. Not that kind of boat this time, but I'm just trying to let you know. Not that kind of boat this time. And so anyway, yeah. When we win these cases for military sexual trauma, see, I had to fight for that. Why would I fight for the fact that my urine was clean and the drug reason? Why would I fight with that reason if it didn't save the career in the first place? Why would I write that? Just because y'all ain't smart enough. If my urine's clean, all this says this, I got all 9s on my report. No one gets 9s on their first report. I did. Because there's no room for improvement. Well, that means I'm the improvement. That's what it meant. And so now, I said, wait a minute. I saw my records when I got out. So I have to do something about that. I got a 2:30 appointment. I'm doing a vehicle inspection. Yeah. So anyway, what happened next? My mama arranged my marriage to that damn husband of mine. We jumped over a whole bunch of stories, okay? Let's let you know. The slave catchers of the airport sent me back home where I had ran away. I didn't even know my mom was in the Air Force until she found out I joined. And then I knew she was in the Air Force. That's because she had the top secret Air Force astronaut bitch ass job, okay? Even her job was just top secret. I don't think my brother and sister knew until after they was grown, maybe through me. I don't know, maybe. She worked with everybody, got on uniform, and she don't. That means she's the most important person in the room, so to speak, because she can't shoot M16s. If something was to happen on the base, you got to help her. But she's smart. She might be your supervisor even. See how that work? So, colonel to the astronaut. So, he took me back to her house. She tried to. So now we got the husband with the HIV penis. I didn't know that she arranged my marriage. Now that's even extra. Not just an arranged marriage, but an unknown arranged marriage. Now, where do they do that at? Here in America is where. Everybody knew but me. Everybody. I figured out that they would arrange it, but I didn't get to figure out the ramifications. Oh, I found out that it had HIV in the semen. The semen had HIV in the semen. I found that out just in time. I didn't have any of the penis. You can't. It was ruined. I would not have married him. It was 1989, Patriot. AIDS, brand new. Sailors dying all around you. Had already been about 30 funerals. So the strain ain't playing. Whatever strain this goddamn people on this ship, this particular ship, was getting. I said, chemical warfare? Huh? Chemical warfare? Biological warfare. Biological chemical warfare. Mm-hmm. That's what I said to myself. So these boys got the biological chemical warfare on the ships. You know, when they did it again is when that one ship was wading out in that water during the COVID. The one that ship that Trump kept getting fired the goddamn captain of the ship or whoever he is of the ship. I don't know their ranks. I said I was married to the Navy about 30-some years. I don't know their ranks. I don't need to know it unless I don't know it. That's abuse, isn't it? So now, I got some things for that. I got some ideas for that. We ain't gonna go through this no more. Not like this. So then you tell them that your mom's ostracizing you because that's called retaliation since she's military and I'm military. And she whistleblowed a lie. And since I got all 9s on my first report, she denied all of America of what I could be doing for the military right now. And then, see, so that's called destruction of military property. That's called fraud, waste, and abuse of inventory, i.e. me. So that's a whole bunch of infractions right there. And the sex trafficking trade of me, you all and all. So now we got to figure out how many desks did this cross? How many of these desks sit next to other desks? And got a little bit residue on those. How many of these desks trained the person that sat at the desk next? Because they got to keep a little old network going once they retire. Oh, they did it for 20 years? They sat that desk 20 years? Oh. So everybody's about to retire right now, ain't they? Well, y'all gonna get called back in fucking with this little bitty airman. Airman Tanya LaRae Cummins coming to report. I'm 57 years old. I'm the oldest airman I ever seen in my motherfucking life. But guess what? Y'all got a problem. So far, I'm gonna call Mr. Leslie. He retired. My mama retired. I didn't read the civilian rules, but I'm sure she got some. And sometimes they gotta follow the UCMJ. Did nobody tell her to get all willy-nilly and decide I can't be in that there Air Force like that? She was trying to let me stay in, but I was going to be sex trafficked. They said, ooh, you did that real good. Ooh. Oh, because I ended up having to sex a basketball player in a sting. All right. You did that real good. We're going to put you some more stings. Wouldn't you like to do that? And I said, I looked around. I didn't see no TDY paperwork. I didn't see no money. I didn't hear them ask me. I said, I just see my breakfast still on my desk. And it's about 8 o'clock tonight. And I know I ain't smoked no Newport yet. That's all I know. So now, because y'all ain't treating me, the workers right up in here. And that's what I had to get put out. Or else I could have stayed in like that. But see, I got to imagining me. I said, now they done already pimped me out. I could tell because I'm familiar. I could tell that I was pimped out. And I could have did that. I could have stayed home and did that. I sure could have. And I wouldn't have to do no push-ups either. None. And so now let me think. They did the basketball player. I said, that basketball player, they be basketball playing all over the globe. I said, she want me to be a globe trotter. I said, bitch, they be coming around the mountain when they come. I will not be globe trotting. Bitch. I'd have been a globe-trotting motherfucking pimped ass motherfucker, sex trafficked motherfucker. You might not see me today. And I know that's happening to some people right now. Baby chopped upside the base. I got a lot of things I'm doing. Let alone showing y'all how my life proves there's a God. Because here I is, and my house just burnt down. Wait, when? 2 Thursdays ago, look at it. My hair won't stay like, well, I don't know where it's going to stay. I really didn't do it today. I didn't really do it today. So, you still love your mama. And you felt bad because God told you to go to the military and you felt real bad because you didn't finish. You thought you did bad. And he said, no, I already knew what was going to happen already. And I said, well, and then you still feel bad because it sounds like your mama. You think it's like your mama, but it's not the same kind of way. I already knew you wasn't going to wash them damn dishes when I told you. Yes, and it's not the same kind. It's not the same kind. He says knew what was going to happen already. And that's part of the plan. I already got what I needed out of there. And I did. I've been doing, ever since I got out, I could only use what I knew to survive to this day. I don't have time to maybe grow up more or whatever in a lot of ways. But in a lot of ways, I'm very much grown than everybody else. But I ain't nobody that you can take advantage of, really. You may think so up to the last little drop, honey. That last little swallow of orange juice won't be no good. So in the meantime, so you end up telling the Navy, because you got to turn in paperwork for a divorce and stuff, that your husband is orchestrated with your mom again in trying to kill me. Or either turn me into the Lula Bell. They want you suicided, overrided. That's going to be the M word. And in jail or in a crazy home. Now, I've been told that I've been through too many things to even be able to talk, I heard the other day. To form sentences. The ability to form sentences that was in the list is one of the things people lose. I said, Jesus, everybody can't do it. I thought everybody could do this, Jesus. He said, no, I thought so. I thought. See, a lot of people turn mean after so many traumatic experiences. And I would think, well, traumatic experiences, Jesus, that means you could be in three, you could be in an earthquake, a hurricane, and a tornado, and then now you're going to be a mean person, because those are all traumatic, right? Or a car accident, a bicycle accident, or what? Paper cut. Those are pretty traumatic. 2 paper cuts hurt real, real bad. So you got 3 traumatic experiences. You can turn you. It's okay to be mean to people. No. And it's okay to expect people to be mean to you. No. Why should I expect that? I don't feel like expecting that. I expect motherfucker to be nice. I'm being nice. Of course, most do not. I didn't know until late last year that most of America is evil. Or excuse me, well, America, most of the world is evil. We're changing that. We got to at least get it to 50-50. These evil people got to use some of their own light. You don't have to steal people's light. Get a car, a jump. That's like jumping your battery. You can't jump the battery after a while because you can't get enough from that person. They're either going to leave or you're going to deplete them. You're going to turn them evil. That's what they've been trying to do to me 56 years, 57 now. I don't know how and I don't know why, but they turned that fire on. I don't have to try to fight that. Once again, we don't fight the fact that my urine was clean because they knew my urine was clean when they kicked me out, the military. It's right there in the paperwork. Oh, I'm a personnel specialist, so my coworkers saw it too. Did anybody do anything? You know what that is, personnel specialist? It's not a typist. It's called human resources of the Air Force. And I got no help. I didn't say I need good old boys or no network help. I said I needed to help from being underwritten. I mean, taken advantage of. Everybody saw that. Everybody knows that my urine was clean, and yet to this day, they treat me like I'm smoked crack. Mm-hmm. The coworkers that work in the office that outprocesses you when you leave the Air Force and when you go in. Matter of fact, my job, when you come to my base, you're going to meet me. Everybody that came to the base after me will meet me. So I was very popular, but I was a loner and I didn't have no friends. But that's the only reason I was popular is because of my job. After that, you don't know me no more. But I know everybody's name on accident, your first name. Most people don't know your first name. I do because I done typed it too many damn times. So therefore, that should not have happened. So now how many desks are sitting next to the desks? How many people heard what happened because it didn't hit their desk? Maybe it don't hit every single desk in this huge personnel office with all these different positions. But it hit enough desks for it to be in the grapevine. Dun-dun. Heard it through the grapevine. Dun-dun. Yep. Heard it through the grapevine. I might have to play that song. I ain't got nothing. All my electronics is gone. I'm going to get some. Oh, that's another thing. God help me get all out here and I'll get it again. I hope that probably won't take as long as it took me to get it last time. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But that's not the problem. I have no problem. Nope. I don't have no furniture for my new place. I might have a TV. The one that was in the bedroom. I have another TV in the bedroom, but my good TV is no longer the good TV. Okay, that's all. The other one is. That's all. That's all. You gotta, I learned that in one of my classes. You gotta be, it's called acceptance. If you gotta accept it. I don't have to accept nothing. That motherfucker said, well, no, it's not like that. Just because the person want to talk to you like that, you just gonna say, let's not that. You don't accept it and do what they say do and all that crap. But you can just, it's hard for me not to curse. Well, no, let me see. I'll make a better example because I'm still working on that one. I don't want to make one that I don't do a little bit good. You know what I mean? Because then it would be construed as a liar. Ain't that fucked up how people do that? Just because I gave an example, it didn't mean it was the one I do good. Because I might have to curse you out, especially after a while. Or after a few times, or after a long time. I don't know which one. But all the times I take a lot of stuff. But you have to, and I'm all alone, except for Uncle Harry. But see, that's a 50-50 person. You have people around you that straddle the fence. Yeah. And the fire, he didn't want to see me outside because of the fire. And if the fire was started, he may know. This landlord has too many fires. Now that I've seen so. But in the meantime, I'm not fighting, what did I say? The fact that I know, I'm going to prove someone came in there and started the fire while I was sleeping in the back. So why use that? Stop talking about that dumb shit. No, I'm gonna sue them motherfuckers because I know them motherfuckers. Somebody came to my house, nigga. Somebody came to my house. Motherfuckers that came to my motherfucking house, nigga. That was in here. They put that fire right there. Can't you tell? It's right there in the middle with the brown, with the black. Where's the darkest spot? That's what's going on too. But you can't prove that in court. So motherfucker, nigga, you need to shut that motherfucker shit up. Sit back down and get to your drawing board. No, it ain't time to say, well, shit, just because you can't prove that shit, nigga, don't mean they ain't supposed to put it in the court. Nigga, that does mean you can't put it in the court. That's fucked up. But you can't worry about that. You can't find a reason to waste your time on that. You got to stop finding that reason. Because I know I'm tired of giving you reasons to shut up about it. Because I'm trying to help you think about the next reason, or I'm ready to go. Anyway, I already got too much stress on my motherfucking ass. You're gonna ask me some shit because I know you know, nigga. You've been through so much shit. I know you can. I know you know. Motherfucker, just shut the fuck up because you stressing me out. God damn it. Okay, don't bring your stress in here. and ask me questions when I ask you to be quiet about that. No, nigga, I'm just saying, they my case station, nigga. Oh my God. I can't think, and it ain't even my problem. So you got to stop that shit, because it fucks up. If another motherfucker can't help you think, and it ain't even a problem, meaning I'm not stressed out, I'm biased. Doesn't affect me or anything. Till you, oh, so you want me to feel like you? But then you ain't gonna get an answer like that. You can't be going to people's and just acting all like that, think they're gonna help you, or crying too long, too hard, loud. But let me tell you this part. I didn't ask you that. When I ask you a question, answer the question. Don't tell me something else and never answer the question. If you ask me to help you, you don't tell your part of the story. That part of the story didn't help the motherfucking situation. We don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta fight the fact that the motherfucking fire extinguisher is still in the box. How many of us want to go get the fire extinguisher and put the fire out with the fire extinguisher still in the box? You gotta read the instructions first, because you never put one together before. Remember that. Have you ever? How many of us have put a fire extinguisher together before? Just raise our hands. Just raise them. So none. So that's why you don't have to fight that somebody came in. No, nigga, I know somebody. No, nigga, I know. Well, yeah, I know too. I do know somebody had to have, because it was in the middle of the floor. You can see where the circles kind of thing. I don't know. Who cares? None of my business. My business is that when I came out from the fire alarm going off and I saw the fire, I could have went and thought about going to get the fire extinguisher, but it was too much in the box. And then guess how much of too much in the box it is? 7 to 8 years too much in the box. So let's pretend I do know how to put them together. Now, is it going to work? Is it expired? Has it been tested? Is it being taken for quality assurance? Nothing. Oh, we have a problem, Houston. So now I'm going to the civil. Especially since USAA is a bitch. See how that works? Mm-hmm. Sat here and thought that out, right? Now, wouldn't have been able to get there and wouldn't be having my new address if I was busy crying. Now would I? That thought process I just had, and it took a while to get to that thought process because everything was very stressful. As far as right now, I have a case. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So therefore, mount your fire extinguishers. Now, if it wasn't mounted, it'd have been good if he'd have made sure the fire extinguisher was not in the box. He's the owner of the condo, the manager, the renter-outer of the condo, and the buyer of the fire extinguisher, and the man whose condo walls are fucked up. And all my utensils, all my electronics is gone. Now, he could have saved his own mother. I asked him to mount it a lot of times. Oh, it's okay like that. It's okay in the box. Okay, we'll see. You must have did this before. Oh, people wouldn't like me. I'm going in to talk about the box. I wonder how many units Mr. Such and Such has with this. This is what happens when your thing's in the box. I think I say it by my goddamn self. I think I can go in there and say this shit by my motherfucking self. And if not, then I'll appeal and then get the attorney. Who you talking to? Motherfucker, you better go in there and talk for yourself sometime. How much you gonna cost? Maybe $30, $40. I'm gonna ask him to waive it. I don't feel good. I got PTSD. And I had to spend my money on rent that I ain't got a place to live, and he didn't give me no hotel. All that part too. And he's letting people go in and out the house without my permission or informing me with the notice. With the keys on the outside of the building in the lockbox. But me and Judge Judy think just alike, bitch. I think I am gonna win this shit. What you think? Tell me what you think. Tell me. I say I'm gonna win. Don't put my fire extinguisher in no motherfucking box. The box is faded now too. Ooh-wee. Now I'm gonna be quiet and I'm ready to go. I'll talk to y'all later. But you got to see how to handle this. See how I'm handling it? Now, all of a sudden, I got something to do. Now, I could be still crying. I don't know where it was in the box. In the box. The sandwich thing was in the box. It was in the box. I can cry hard like that. Especially when you've been in the training, learn not to cry. You got a lot of shit to cry about all at once when something breaks you. Now, if I was doing all that, I wouldn't be able to think now, huh? I wouldn't have came up with the idea that I need to go over there on that Bannock Street in that there courtroom. Make sure I go ahead and file me a thing before I leave up out of here, I reckon. Yeah, people like talk like this. They win court cases all the time. Why can't you? Bye.